All right, what do you do if you encounter a coyote in the wild? If you are someone like me that spends majority of their time in nature, chances are you are going to encounter a wild animal at some point. So it is very wise to know what to do if you run into a wild animal that could potentially harm you. There are some precautions that are good to know to keep you and the animal safe. And don't say just don't go out there because that's not advice. Anyways, so for me personally, I was on a nature trail recently where I was walking up this path and I encountered a coyote family. I literally just bumped into them, not physically bumped into them, but right along the same path. I knew not to run and I knew to stand my ground, and I kind of stood still, only giving time to hit record on my camera because how would I show y'all this amazing encounter if I don't record it, right? So I stood there and it stared at me and I stared at it. It stared at me and I stared at it for what felt like an hour, but it was actually maybe like 10 seconds. But it did feel like a very long time because I was not 100% sure that the coyote was going to back down. Anyways, eventually it opted to turn around and its mate and the pup followed. They were so cute though. But if you encounter a coyote in the wild, the general rule is do not run. Stand your ground. So let's say the coyote just is bold and just starts to approach you. What do? You start to make yourself appear bigger and make noise and scare it off as much as you can, but absolutely do not cower, do not run, because then it might give it a reason to run after you, and that could be potentially dangerous for you. This ultimately also helps keep the coyote safe. Now, one thing that is very important to note is that if you ever encounter a coyote or ever know where they are, do not feed them. Do not feed these wild animals, because the less human interaction or human dependency that they have, the better chances of their survival and the better chances of them not having human encounters that lead to loss of limb, death, or, just anything bad. As long as they're scared of you, they will eventually just kind of run away. But when they're not scared of humans, then the chances are they'll just approach, and then it just gets ugly. Because again, human against coyote, I don't know who's going to win. I can bet you it's not going to be you. Anyways, so with that said, keep in mind that most wild animals do not attack because they feel like it. They attack out of self-defense. They're probably more scared of you than you are of them. So always keep that in mind and just be safe around them. Don't do anything stupid around them. Do not feed them. Do not try to be, Voltron, like, oh, I'm going to touch you. We want to make sure we do these things to keep our wildlife safe out there. Okay. All right. So if you see a coyote, you know what to do now. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like and share. Bye.